Here's definitely a wild tour story. It's my very first time in Paris. So I'm just like, in awe of everything, everything that's there, the city, the people. And we had a show. We were going to see the Eiffel Tower at night because it was lit up. So we driving by it, but as we're driving, we noticed that there's like a car behind us. Somebody's following us. And at first it was like, okay, no harm. It's probably, somebody from the show. After a while, the security guard, we stopped the car. We stopped we're in like a little van. Me and like the rest of like Dreamville. So the security guard gets out the car. He like goes up to them like, hey, you gotta stop following us, basically. They continue following to the point that like we start getting nervous, like, because we look and we see it's not just a girl in the car, it's two guys in the car. So we like, are they, what are they up to? So we drive into like some weird area where it's like a cul-de-sac. So you can't really get out. So we driving in there and they will not stop following us. So you see like one or two people jump off the van, getting off like to walk up. And I'm like, I'm not finna leave them out there by themselves. So we all start eventually getting off the van and we walking up. And then you just see, I can't remember who started it off, but one of us just like took off after the car. Now, this is me, this is Cole, this is everybody. We're all chasing, because they like see us chasing and they just take off. Like, you make the little screech sound like it's a car chase, like they make the screech sound, make a U-turn and they speed off. When the security came back to the car, he basically was like, there's some fans. And he made it seem like it was taken care of. We thought it was, because they kind of stopped. But then we noticed they continued eventually. Like, I guess they like tried to play like they were gonna stop following us, and then they kept doing it. So, but that was just kind of crazy because we just didn't know. It's one thing if it's some girls, but it's like we see some guys in the car. It's like are you trying to rob us? Like, what are you trying to do? So we didn't know what we was getting into, but we all hopped off like ready for whatever. So that was kind of crazy. I'm gonna always remember that because like it was the first time in Paris, and just it definitely was the first time being followed like that.
And I knew as much as they hate it now, it'll make sense to them later. My whole philosophy just in life is to just be who you are. And I could not live my life not pursuing music, because then I would not be who I am.
It's deeper than racism. Like, some people have self-hate that's just so, to the point where they try to destroy anything around them, you know what I mean? And it's really self-destruction. It's a disease for sure.
Knowing that a lot of things will come that may affect you, he always was like, kind of peel your ears back and do you. Don't be affected by what's going on. Just stay focused, tunnel vision.
A black man with power doesn't feel like he can wield that power, wield and control that power. So he needs to go get him a white head so he can become a worker again, because that's what we're comfortable with being.